Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm the Crafty Black Girl. My name is Shia and welcome to the channel. So, if you've noticed, same attire, and like some people might change their clothes. I simply just took off my wig to do this video, so imagine it a different day. Go with the flow. Now, I am calling this section that MA Couture made me do it section. Or Instagram made me do it. A little bit of them both. She has, and Instagram has recommended rulers that I have gotten before, and I use them so I don't regret it. And this situation is no different. So I have picked up the 3-Yard Quilts book. I have actually got two different ones. This one is Quilts in a Jiffy, and the other one, I don't know what it's called. Basically, I just look at the quilts on the back and see if any of those patterns speak to me. If so, then I get it. And in this case, I am making a quilt for one of my family members. It's a handful of family members that I don't mind creating for because they value the work that goes into my quilts and they don't mind paying. And sometimes they pay over what I say. So, on top of me just really loving and being obsessed with them, I don't mind quilting for them. So, welcome to what I am calling the Quilting for Family trilogy. Although one of them is not for family, it's for my BFF. He's like family to me, so we're going to still include him in the family. And this quilt is this quilt right here. I don't know how good it's showing up, so let me get a little closer, get a little closer to you right here. This quilt right here, the purple, this quilt right there. That is the one. Ooh, got too far. That's the one that I am going to currently make. I am going to use, I have a like 10-yard bolt of Kona cotton black that I got because I do way too much shopping at Missouri Quilt Star Company online. And this was just automatically put in my cart for zero charge. So that should tell you that I have a problem. But I'm going to use the black. I am going to use a ombre material. It fades from, and actually, this is 1 yard total, but I accidentally cut it differently for another project. So, oops. But this ombre goes with the color background or the color story of the main fabric that I'm going to use. So it flows from this purple here to the pink, and then from the pink to this brown or brick red, if you will, because it's not really a brown, it's a brick red. So that is the medium fabric or the secondary fabric. The black I'm using more as a border background to kind of do a little bit of some breaking up. So where you see the solid color in this quilt right here is where I'm gonna make the black, maybe. And this is the main fabric. I'm going to use an African print. Of course, I'm going to interface this because I don't feel like it's sturdy enough. It has a little bit too much drape for my liking, so I have some interfacing to interface a yard of this. But this is the main print right here. So of course, unfortunately, let me try to stand up so you can see the main print. So unfortunately, I can't use this whole solid piece, but I'm gonna try to see if I can break it up when I'm cutting it and kind of see what interesting prints or an interesting pattern I can come up with by cutting that. You see how I folded that? That was folded back perfectly. And that is what I'm going to do for the quilt for this particular uncle. Shoot, I shouldn't have said uncle, relative. Well, I have more than one uncle. That quilt is going to them, and I'm not saying who, because in the rare event they might see this video. And it's going to be a lap size. So when they're traveling and sitting on the couch, or basically sitting on the couch, they have something to wrap up in and, sit around big pimping. Now, I have another project for an aunt because I made a double oven mitt from the scrappy fabric, and I made one for my mom and I made one for me. They're not matching, but they have the same color story. And my aunt saw it and she wants me to make one for her, but she has like a red motif, the lush, the red, the richness for her kitchen. So I went with a nice, I'm gonna say peony. So I have a half a yard of this for the double oven mitt. I believe this is more than enough. And if it's not, I'm gonna have to go back to the store and figure that out. But I think this is more than enough for her oven mitt. I'm going to get real creative. And hopefully I can, when it comes to the pocket, I can fussy cut the peony part. So it's just the peony on the pocket with a monogram. Although if I'm going to put a monogram on it, I don't know if I'm going to even bother fussy cutting because I'm going to put a letter on top of it. But yeah, that is what I have coming up next. If you are interested in a double oven mitt, I'm going to put the scrappy, is it scrappy or shabby? I feel like it's shabby fabric. I'm going to put, whatever it is, I'm going to put it in the information below so that you can do that, because I'm not going to take credit and say I came up with this double oven mitt. I did not. And yeah, that's it. Before I leave, I now have decided to use Facebook. It's only just to show my quilting stuff. So if you see it on Instagram, same thing as on Facebook. And I'm like 0.03 active on Facebook. So if you want to comment, then maybe Instagram is your better choice. But anyway, I digress. When I was changing the info, so it too says Crafty Black Girl, not Instagram, Facebook decided to tell me that my second quilt that I ever made was quilted or was made 5 years ago. So in theory, I have been quilting for 5 years. But I'm going to be honest, life happens, and I possibly took like a 2.5 or 2 year pause. So at the most, I've been quilting for maybe 3 years tops in reality. So yeah, I was just very shocked to see that. Like, time flies, but my experience is about a good solid 3 years. And I'm okay with that. And I am going on a retreat. So look for that later on in the summer. And I believe that is about it. Thank you for watching so far. If you decided to watch this long, I can't wait to show you the stages of me making this quilt for the lovely family members and joining me on this family quilt trilogy in old school cards that I'm creating. And that's it. Hopefully you enjoy your day. Handy quilter, if you're watching, hey, I've had my eye on a long arm. I'm new, you're not new, but let's come together and form something new. I'm here for you, handy quilter. I'm here for you. Just just waiting for you to receive me and all this extraness. Thank you for watching. You all have a good day and enjoy. Bye.